Oh,
For
they
the
do have a
Maverick
warm up.
Broncos, Captain
One.
Hi OVA fans, welcome to the 18U Girls Division I Tier 2 bronze medal match on court number 11 between Durham Rebels Smash and Markham Revolution Ice. I'm Lauren Bredner and I'm here with Becky Pavin and we're here to talk about this awesome game. Starting with point number 1, point going to Durham Rebels Smash. Serving we have number 1, Morgan Hutchison.
The captain is challenging, but the ref is standing solid. No touch on that ball.
Nayshaw passes a nice ball tight to the net.
Great
middle
dig.
run.
Bringing in a nice roll shot on that scramble play. Number 9.
Tessa Mark finding the court. Nice little pot shot.
Finding the hole.
Hutchison back to serve.
Dropping it short.
Nice double block by Durham Rebels there. Sends the ball back to Markham.
Shutting it down with a big block on that left side swing.
Durham Rebels starting strong at the net. Looking great with their blocking.
Yeah. Starting early is always a strong message to the other team.
Morgan Hutchinson, deep serve to 5. Left side out of system ball. Blocked by number 15 on Durham Rebels.
Another block, but a continue with the cover. And another one, but sneaks through.
Out of system ball to number 9 on Durham
Lots of
Rebels.
hands at the net. Sending it outside. Great block touches in this third rally here. Trying to throw a deep tip over the setter, but her hands are up.
Nice pipe run by Renee Shaw.
A deep swing that just missed from number 9.
What a
Tessa
rally
Mark.
to start the
A
game.
long rally. If that's any indication of how this is going to go, we're going to have a good match on our hands today.
Definitely. Serving for Markham Revs, we have number 21, Olivia Lynn. Right to the libero.
Oh.
Setter options out to the left side, and a nice kill by Kiara Rainford, number
Nice
15.
deep corner shot there. That's a smart play, swinging deep instead of bringing it down into the block like the first rally.
It's a good option every time. Serving, we have number 9 on Durham Rebels.
The serve gets them out of system over there, and a free ball returned. Ball snuffed through the block and trickled down for a kill for number 15, Alexandra. Oh, yeah, wrong one.
Kiara Rainford.
Kiara Rainford. Sorry
She's had a
about
couple
that.
good looks at the net
She has.
so far.
They're getting her the ball, and she's producing.
Serving again, number 9. This pass up by the libero on Markham Revs.
One hand with the dig and chasing it down to the corner to return it with a free ball. Back to 15 again. And a nice swing over the block, clipping the fingers to land in the middle of the court there.
It's a great option to really take advantage of using those hands on
Definitely.
those blockers to find the court.
It's nice to see young players reaching high for the ball and really swinging deep and getting those hands consistently early in the game.
And that leads us to the first timeout of this match for Markham Revolutions.
This is an early timeout. I think that they're probably trying to stop the flow that Durham Rebels is really gathering really early in the game. You don't want to get a team getting too much momentum this early, or else they're just going to take off with it.
Yeah, we're sensing a lot of energy on that Durham Rebels side, so I think the timeout was well timed to kind of slow the game down and get their heads back in.
Definitely.
Back in at this point.
Definitely. They need to talk about a way to stop what's happening, maybe cover the middle of the court a little bit more and step up, use their hands if it's going deep, but the Durham Rebels are just coming at them and not letting anything drop.
It's going to be a great match. Let's see what comes up next here after the timeout. Serving again, we have number 9 from Durham Rebels Smash, Tessa Mark. Nice deep serve to 1. Libero passes up, out of system left side ball over the net. Left side set on Durham Rebels Smash. That deep tip to 1. What a shot by number 11.
Tip. It's hard to get your hands up on something going over your head like that when you're preparing for a swing.
Tessa Mark going on a little bit of a service run here.
You're going to have to find a way to control this serve, and there it is right there, the pass that they've been waiting for. Let's see if they can produce. Oh, that was a great deep swing that just missed the court. As a coach, I would say do that again, and it'll drop at some point.
For sure. It was a great look, just missing that sideline.
A nice deep serve, putting them in trouble over there. Wow. And a really fast outside ball there. That's hard to catch up to as a blocker, and she was able to get her hands on it and swing it cross outside of the block there.
Yeah, that was a great placement on the set, giving her lots of options. She was able to go around that block that Markham Revs put up at the net.
Great swing by Jessica Elford. A middle look with a tip, power tip back. A nice cut by 11. Back to 11. Oh, there's the powerful swing she's been waiting to take, I think.
I think you're right. She was waiting for that set, and it was in the right spot for her to deliver right through the block.
Yeah, Alford with a big hammer. Number 9, Tessa, continuing a long service run at this point.
Yeah, she's really mixing up the serve location. Serving to 1 on that shot. Free ball on the Markham Revs side. Setter opts to go back to the right side.
Great up by the libero. Wow.
Markham Revs setter to the left side. Great swing off the hands by number 13.
Sending it back to 15. Another high swing for 15, sneaking it off the hands and having it just land where she needed it to.
Definitely. Kiara Rainford, number 15 on Durham Rebels, is having a great game so far. The ball seems to be going exactly where she wants it to go and scoring for her team. She's doing great. Really
high percentage right now for 15 there. Dropping it shorter on the serve that time for number 9. An attempted back row, but had to send a free ball.
Out of system ball to left side on Markham Revs. Number 3 tips it over.
DRVC with another dig and kill by number 11.
They're making even their out of systems look in system. That was a set by the libero, number 2. Emily Jackson. However, Jessica Elford was able to still deliver a quality hit and score.
Oh, and Markham Revolution sneaking away here with a good middle swing that trickled through the block. Let's see if they can respond with a service run of their own.
Yeah, number 15, Alexandra Dumitru, really doing good for their team to get that side out to hopefully now gain some momentum on the serve.
Solid serve. Good pass from our libero, number 2 on DRVC. And Elford sneaking it on her way down off the hands. And it's right back to DRVC, who's really controlling the flow of this match right now.
Agreed.
Let's see if Markham can respond and get the middle of the ball again.
Number 25, Layla Cachillo with the serve.
And a great response. Markham's really looking to come back here. A big swing from number 3.
It was number 9.
Number
Sophia
9,
Charnay.
sorry. Great swing down the line. Very controlled.
Missing
with some
the block
pace.
completely.
Yes.
And she goes back to serve. Oh, it was number 3, you're right.
Oh, it was number 3.
Caparota hits that one into the net. So now we move back to Durham Rebels, number 15, Kiara Rainford for the serve.
Missing serves at that point makes it tough, but let's see if they can respond. Great pass by the libero on that strong serve from number 15. And a nice deep swing by number 19, landing on the end line. Renee Shaw with that nice high swing over the block and aggressively to the end line there.
Tesselmark with the pass.
Back row to
Ball.
15. It looked like that ball from our angle was a little too far in front for number 9 to quite get on, and she was trying to be aggressive, but unfortunately the ball didn't make it past the net there. Number 11, Elford, back to serve for DRVC. It's a powerful serve
Deep
there.
serve, yeah.
And a bump set forced on Markham.
Renee Shaw super aggressive there with that swing, getting a free ball back for her team with another set.
Oh, and that ball just clipped the antenna on her way back over again when they sent it out to her, but 2 good swings there, and 11 still serving. That serve drops. That was a hard serve to control.
Free ball to DRVC, middle run. Wow, great shot by number 8, Isabel Penfound, right over top of the double block in the middle that they formed against her, but found the court in deep 6.
Deep balls from those middles, when you're expecting them to come down, it's hard to catch up to them. Great swing. Nice controlled, powerful float. And a setter dump by 14. Lilani to get the point. She's trying to take control of the offense here. Snuck it just past the left side block, and we've got a sub for DRVC. Number 11 coming out. And number 18, we've got
10.
a bit of an arm brace.
Ariana Crowley.
In for some defensive specialists here, helping control the back row. A nice pass up. A shot to the middle.
Dig by number 2 on Durham Rebels. Keeps it alive. Outside ball to Renee Shaw, blocked by
number 1.
DRVC.
Great dig by number 10, our defensive specialist there. And a deep swing from 15 that's just outside of the deep corner there. Some great defense by our defensive specialists over here, really keeping their team alive.
Serving number 14 for Markham Revs, Lilana Boomenlag.
A swing hard into the block, and they can't seem to continue it. Great block by Markham.
Serving again, we have number 14, Lilama Boomenlag. Deep float
Solid
to 5.
pass. Swung a little higher that time. 2 was able to continue it off the block. And now a deep ball off the hands to the defense waiting on Markham. What a beautiful shot by
hit.
19. Renee Shaw. Wow.
That was, she saw the block was cross court, and she had that nice little cut shot right down the line.
Dropped right in front. Set to the middle, and what a beautiful deep swing to the corner from our middle. They were up on perfect timing, went right over the help coming from the right side there on the block, and hit that corner.
And that's number 8, Isabel Penfound, now back to serve for Durham Rebels. Deep serve to the libero, optioning for the pipe ball by number 3.
Beautiful dig by 10. The tip from number 9 returned by the block of Markham and landing between the coverage there.
Feels like Markham's waking up a little bit. There's
They're
some energy on that side.
Hope maybe they can catch them this set, but they're building some momentum as this long game that's going to continue on. Number 9 chases a ball that's shanked outside onto the concrete, which is out of play here at the Ontario Championships. Ball back to Markham.
Continuing to serve, number 19, Renee
Great
Shaw.
pass by 2.
Setter dump over the net.
A roll shot dug up by 15 in the back row. And there we go. Number 9, reaching high. Tessa Mark to swing at that ball and let it drop right in the middle. Getting hands as it goes over.
Really taking advantage of those hands. And we see Markham Revolutions taking their second timeout in the first set. What are we seeing so far that we like in this set now, Becky?
I think that DRVC really started off strong with their momentum, and now they're just trying to maintain, right? Markham is really trying to build the momentum back, and they've done a good job of reducing some of the errors that they were having early in the game. But DRVC is on a bit of a roll here, and their defense isn't letting the ball drop.
Yeah, I agree. Their service game is really challenging the Markham passers right now as well. So it'll be interesting to see if they're able to, as you mentioned, combat some of those errors that they had earlier in the set.
It looks like DRVC is really going after position 1, maybe to put their setter in a little bit more of a difficult position when making choices on what to set, and it seems to be working for them. I don't know that they're serving at anybody in particular over there, but that number 1 position is a great spot to serve at. Let's see if Markham can come and score out of this timeout. That's what you always want as a coach when you're calling that timeout, if they can produce this right away and steal the momentum. There's the pass they've been looking for. Can't quite get on the ball from the right side. 15 from DRVC, swinging a little deep there and missing the court on a transition ball.
I think that ball was a little behind her, wasn't able to fully get on top of it, sending it just out the back there.
Definitely.
So we're going back to number 21, Olivia Lynn for Markham Revolution with the serve.
Nice pass by number 9 on DRVC and a nice high swing down the line off the hands.
The tip on the right side by number 9. Tessa Marks again for Durham Rebels, swimming nice and high into that deep position 5 for the kill.
Nice deep swing. She anticipated that tip and didn't go up on the block, instead staying down to dig it. Great anticipation.
And now Tessa Marks goes back to serve. And now earlier in the game, she actually went on that service run that got DRVC that lead early on. So it'll be interesting if Markham can side out first ball.
Number 14, Ileana into the game for DRVC in the middle. 25 coming out. A tip with our defensive specialist 10 picking up that ball. And a good response and adjustment from 15 on that swing straight down the line for Kiara. What a great turn on that ball.
Definitely. She noticed the block was set up cross court and she was able to turn her body in a way that she could score down the line.
Markham swinging low into the block, or maybe the tape there. They're looking to swing hard here because you can't back away. 22-11, and they're looking for any way to score here. We've got a substitution, number 2 for Markham going in, playing middle here. Maybe trying to change up and get a new offensive look in the front row for the Markham Revolution.
Tessa Mark back with the serve, deep 1 again, working for her this time.
Getting an ace off that libero there. And she just looks very focused here, confident, going back with her another service run.
Again, opting to serve to position 1. Nice pass by the libero. Going for a run on the left side, blocked
Great
by
cover.
15. Free ball over for Durham Rebels.
Ball to the middle. Oh man, nice kill for 14.
Ileana Karkabassis with that nice little shoot set to the middle.
Those middles are for DRVC are doing a great job of cutting back and swinging to 1, making the setter really work on defense.
Now as we look at game point here, Tessa Mark, deep serve to 6.
A roll shot into the block, catches 15's hands. In the middle, wasn't quite ready for that ball to be scooped up.
It looks like she lost it a little bit when she was coming down from her jump.
Point for Markham. Can they make a final push here with 24 for DRVC?
We have number 9, Sophia Charnay serving.
And ball into the net. That's a tough position to be in, serving with 24 on the other side, and you're a long way away. She had to go for it, right? You can't put anything easy over because they're coming at you offensively too.
Definitely, it has to be a challenging ball that goes over the net. So unfortunately, that one didn't work out for her. But if you were Markham's coach, what are you telling your team now as we move into this second set?
Great question. I think that, after that initial long run where that put them at 12-2 for DRVC, Markham did a good job of responding with the energy. So I think they need to continue with that energy and control the ball a little bit more on first contact over there to set themselves up for some offense. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree. I think that I would ask or tell them to slow the game down. Let's get back to the basics. We'll work on the pass because Durham is putting up some challenging deep serves, as we've seen from some of those runs from Tess and Mark. So focus on the pass, and then we can work on the rest from there. Swing hard, swing high, and it'll work out for us.
Yeah. That first set, DRVC looked like they were on a mission here. There was no stopping them. Balls were not dropping on their side of the court. Their defense really, really stepped up for them. Number 10 and number 2 specifically, just scrounging for balls instead of letting them drop. It's really great to see, and you can't win without that kind of defense.
Yeah, and I think the setter for DRVC also gave their team a chance to succeed with the different options. And you're right, the placements of her sets were right on and allowed her players a chance to score. So, yeah.
Overall, good first set. We'll see if Markham Rebels Markham Revolution, 2 R's, can come back here in the second set and respond to what's happened, and see if DRVC can just continue this momentum that they've got on their side right now.
And as we wait here for the second set to get started, we'll thank some of our sponsors: Canuck Stuff, Mikasa, Mizuno, Huddle, HTG Sports, Government Ontario, Six Pack Recruiting, and Timu.ca. All right, welcome back to this second set between Durham Rebels Smash and Markham Revolution Ice. This is for Div 1 Tier 2 bronze medal.
Let's see, Markham is starting with the serve here. Can they start on a strong note and take back control of this match?
Go on a little bit of a run. We have number 19, Renee Shaw, captain of Markham Revs, at the service line.
A hand pass by number 11. And a deep roll shot by 9 from DRVC.
Number 9, the right side, nice line shot.
And a back row bump set by the libero and duck with the hands by the front row middle into a slide.
Number 13 on Revs, really using the hands of that blocker.
And the setter of DRVC sending a fast ball to the left side that looks just a little bit off the net and the swing into the tape. Five with number a back 5. Dump, Skylar. And the right side, number 9 for Markham, Sophia, taking the ball high and responding with some of what DRVC gave them the first set, having it land into the pot in the middle of the court.
Yeah, great defense to start that off on Markham Revs. They read that play, the dump by number 5 setter on DRVC, and they were able to deliver that ball to the right side for a kill.
And the serve into the tape, and DRVC ready to build their own momentum with setter number 5, Skylar, going back to the service line.
Opting for that short serve.
What a
Renee
short
Shaw
serve.
diving for that ball.
Woo!
Great defense by number 5 on DRVC. Free ball over from Markham Revs. Setter goes to the right side. Sophia Charnay right down the line for the kill.
And that's the first ball we've really seen number 2, our libero on DRVC, not dig up. That ball came at her too fast, and what a kill for number 9.
Markham Revs starting off strong here with a couple big kills to get that energy back up. On the service line, we have number 21, Olivia Lynn.
Nice pass, a set for what looked like a 32, an inside ball. And a respond, an attempted swing down the line by the Markham Rebels that goes just wide. And number 9, DRVC, back to serve. Tessa Mark, she had great serves in the first set. Let's see if she can continue it here.
Deep serve in that 5-1 or 6-1 seam. Set just a little outside, but Sophia Charnay was able to fix it over the net to the C ball on DRVC.
Number 19 by Markham, going up and swinging hard. Renee Shaw on the pipe ball, that back row 6 swing, and bringing it down a little too fast in the tape. DRVC, Tessa Mark, back to serve again. Going after Renee in number 6 right now, or in position 6. Playing it off the block with a smart high tip. Back to Renee and straight down through the block seam for number 15 on DRVC, Kira.
Yeah, Rainford really taking advantage of that block, almost wiping it off of that left side to find the court straight down onto the attack line on the other side.
That was a nice deep serve by number 9 there that looked like it just missed the end line. Ref really needed to look to his line judges for that one. It was real close. Number 9 for Markham, back to serve. Sophia.
So this brings Markham setter to the front row. So it'll be interesting to see if she continues with those setter dumps that she had in that first set.
True, and number 9 really coming out strong here, trying to respond after the first set, serving an ace with a ball that the passers on DRVC just couldn't seem to handle that one. Let's see if they can make an adjustment and if number 9, Sophia, can continue this serving run. Another deep serve, position 1, but a nice pass by Tessa. Here we go, tip right over the block by our middle.
Battle at the net between the middles to a left side set for DRVC down the line by Jessica Elford. Out of system ball to pipe,
Deep tip. Back to 15, who just, you're right, swiping it off the inside hands of the blockers of Markham to let that fall again inside the attack line as it snuck through.
Yeah,
Number 14 for DRVC, Ileana, back to serve. Libero's off the court now with our middle back to serve. Going after position 6 this set, it seems, but 15, the middle, responds after a beautiful set and a nice aggressive tip back to position 1.
Yeah, that was a great option by Liliana Boomenlag. The pass was a little tight, but she was able to get right up and set the middle and give her an option to cut back into 1 for the kill. Another middle run on the DRVC side, Isabel Penn found.
And a big response, I believe, from Renee on the left side for Markham. It's a really aggressive swing, and they're really picking up their momentum here.
Serving, we have number 13 for Markham Revs.
Number 11 with DRVC, swinging a hard, heavy ball down the line that looked like it just missed there.
Yeah, just wide on that sideline for Jessica Alford, number 11 on DRVC. Looking for the side out now.
Beautiful hand pass. And 15 for DRVC. Swinging, the block kind of bounced it slowly back over, but she was still there and jumped up ready to tip it straight back down at them.
DRVC setter, number 5, Skylar Yorndal, really providing her with the best chance to score. A nice back shoot, really quick. There was a seam in the in the block. She's able to score.
Kiera Ranford with the trickle serve off the tape and in front of the attack line. That is a hard ball for those passers to respond to. And back again, Kiera for DRVC. A deeper serve to position 1 there. And the setter looking to dump the ball with 11 in front of her, Alford. They kind of had a bit of a joust there with the setter popping it over and then being called on the net. Kiera, number 15, DRVC, serving again. And a beautiful deep serve to 6, forcing a bump set and a roll shot down the line. It looked like a bit of a miscommunication there as our number 11 was in real fast. But the defense on the other side couldn't respond. They dug it up, but a ball on the antenna results in a DRVC point.
Yeah, I think that set was just a little too outside for Renee Shaw there to get, so it resulted in that tip into the antenna.
It's a tough angle when the ball's going outside, especially when you're running the fast offense that we're seeing from both of these teams. There's not a lot of high balls happening when they're in system. A lot of nice shoot sets to both pins.
Yeah, providing those gaps in the block for the hitters. We're getting a lot of those straight seam kills.
And a Markham timeout. I'd be curious to know what the Markham bench is saying right now. We've got a really tight set here and a much stronger start for Markham with the score of 9 for DRVC to 8. Markham, what do you think their plan is coming out of this timeout?
I think that perhaps they're going to be talking about their block. As I mentioned before, there are a lot of balls that seem to be going in between that seam. So maybe it's, trying to read the setter and her cues better, or keying on who's in the front row to know for targets that the ball could be going to. But I think if they tighten up those blocks just a little bit, maybe more press over the net or trying to eliminate that seam, they'll have a little more success in, softening DRVC's run offensively right now.
Here we go. Back on the line, Kiera for DRVC, still serving. Going to position 6 again, and another running bump set for Markham. Middle ball that didn't quite get to her.
Opting for that C ball. Kiara right down the line.
And a responsive C ball from the other side of the court. Markham, number 9, Sophia Charnett with the deep swing and kill.
Yeah, number 9 really had a good look there. She only had one block going up, and she was able to deliver it right down the line nice and high, causing the platform for DRVC Libero to be out of place.
Deep serve to the front row left side, number 11, Alford. And another C ball kill for number 9, Sophia Charnett. She's come out onto the second set ready to respond, and she's been showing her offensive game this set.
Run it again. That's 2 in a row there by Charnett, number 9 on Markham Revs. It's a good option that seems to be scoring for them right now.
Back at that front row left side. And a swing that catches the block.
Free ball to Revs. Outside set to number 19. However, it was just a little tight, which left number 19, Renee Shaw, on her follow-through, hitting the tape and causing a net call.
Jessica Alford, 11, back to serve for DRVC. Whoa, what a swing down the line and a dig by number 15 on DRVC to continue it. And a dump from Markham Revolution setter to kind of finish the set. Lilani saw a hole and saw that DRVC wasn't ready for her and took advantage.
Wow, what a dig by number 15 there to start that rally.
Great
but
dig.
So smart by the Rev setter to dump it over when they were not expecting it and maybe a little on their heels from that last defensive play.
A back C ball, 61 set to the middle, number 8. Skylar was running forward and saw the opportunity with a hole for number 8, the middle for DRVC, Isabel Pinfound. And she's now back to serve after that kill. Ooh. Got a little under that ball, having it sail a little long.
Just out the back there. We have Markham Revs number 19, Renee Shaw, back on the service line there. And Markham Revs has the lead here, 12-11. They've had it a couple times in this match, but let's see if they can go on a run.
Nice drop. That ball, number 11, thought that it was going to be sailing, and it just dropped right on the end line for her.
It's exactly what they need right now, a nice little ace to boost some momentum on their side of the net. Opting for a much shallower serve there. DRVC tries to run the step around with number 14 in the middle, sailing that just out of the sideline there, but that's a great option. Nice quick set on the back there.
Just a few more errors for DRVC this set. That's letting Markham Revolution really kind of build their own momentum and take control. Another ball falling just in. What a great, deep, aggressive serve. They've really got DRVC passers on their heels, not knowing what to do with these deep serves.
Captain Shaw really taking some leadership here and delivering on the service line for her team.
Big swing for number 9 on DRVC. Tessa Mark down the line. No block in sight on that line for her. Tough ball to dig for the setter.
Yeah, great set by Skylar Bjorndal there. Right close to the tape, outside, giving her that line shot.
Renee for Markham with a nice hand pass, and another kill by number 9 for the Markham Revolution. Sophia Charnett is an offensive threat this set that DRVC it needs to find a way to control her a little bit. Yeah,
she's a very diverse hitter. We've seen her hit line. That was a sharp cross-court shot there, so she has some different tools in her toolbox that she's taking advantage of.
A short tip over the block by DRVC in the middle.
Free ball over to DRVC. Running that shoot again for number 14 in the middle.
To one, but we had hands on it and a responded free ball tip. 15 again, reaching high for that ball on the right side. Kiara for DRVC with the kill outside the block.
That was definitely a better phone block that we've seen from Markham. There was no seam in the ball, but they gave her a lot of line to work with there, and she took advantage of that shot, number 15. Right side ball picked up by number 9, Tessa Mark to the
Kiara again.
Set.
An inside ball set back by Skylar to the right side, Kiara, and she just swung that hard cross.
Definitely nice inside set, and she was able to get that sharp cross-court shot into that one spot for the kill for DRVC.
Tessa serving, Tessa Marks for DRVC. A tight set,
ball.
Blocked back by DRVC, but continued just to be blocked again by Kiara, number 15. And a beautiful response, recycling that ball off the block 3 times to a beautiful deep shot to land right in the corner.
The resiliency on that team right now. Great defensive pickups by the libero on Markham Revs. Number 12, all over the court, trying her best to give her team an option to keep in the rally, and great shot to finish it off.
Markham here to fight, but serves into the net from number 9, Sophia, which gives DRVC the control from the service line here with number 14, Ileana, back to serve for DRVC.
A little bit of work to do here for DRVC, down by 2 in this second set.
And a serve out the sideline. DRVC, they're making a lot more errors this match, which is making it difficult for them to pull up even with Markham this rally here. Let's see our serve from Markham Rebels. Number 13.
Nice hands
Deep
by
swing.
libero, number 2. Hoping to catch those hands off the block or find the back line, but number 11, Jessica Elford, just was long there on that left side attack.
Markham Revolution really in control here with DRVC calling the timeout. How do they respond? They're swinging aggressively, but things aren't dropping for them right now.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there are a few more errors, obviously, on this DRVC side. I think they were serving stronger in the first set, so I think maybe getting back to some more focused serving, maybe focus on those targets, makes it a little bit easier when you're on the service line to have something to, intentionally move towards. And just looking at those attack options that they have, I think that they're looking to score in the court. A lot of them are going long. They're not hitting the block per se, and I think that perhaps setting number 15, who seems to be, leading right now, I would assume, in kills on DRVC, just to get them back with some confidence might be a good option for them.
Absolutely. The first set, when they were in trouble, they were putting that ball short into the pot, and they haven't really relied on that this set. Maybe knowing where you are and if you're in a position to take those deep swings, and if you're a little off, knowing that was successful for you in the first set, and using what seems to be a weakness on the Markham side.
Yeah, not dwelling on some of those mistakes, I think, and the ability to shake it off and move forward will serve them well in this second set.
Serve for Markham Revolution, and a hand pass that sends Skylar, our setter, running. They did respond with a pot roll shot that was dug up. And 15, Kiera with a big block out of that timeout. Looks like it just went wide there, letting Markham Revolution continue to serve.
Number 13, deep ball, just out of bounds there for Markham Revolutions, giving the side out to DRVC. So it looks like number 15, Kiara Rainford, is back on the service line, which brings their setter to the front row for DRVC. Nice deep serve to one, causing setter to bump to the outside. Tipped over. Great defense on the DRVC side to give a free ball to Markham Revs. They opt for that C ball, trusty C ball.
No block on that C ball. Number 9 has been really generating some power and kills for Markham, and they chose to pull on the block there, maybe not expecting her to be able to swing at that set, but she gets the kill, and Markham back to serve.
So it looks like DRVC is
double subbing.
Double sub. We have setter now in the back row, number 1, Morgan Hutchison.
Right side, number 27, out on the left side. Hutchinson, a beautiful out-of-system middle set that lets number 8 on DRVC, Isabel
found
with a solid swing to 5.
What an excellent side-out opportunity for DRVC. My goodness, what a great set and a great run. Perfect spot, deep 5 for that score for number 8 there.
11 back to serve for DRVC. Back row ball that's sent as a free ball. The setter is out. Bump set to the right side.
27 using those hands for a deep ball. Markham Revs looks to get it back with a C ball. However, Charnay gets that one right into the net there.
I love a double sub. I think it's such a great tool when you need a change of momentum. It gives you a new look with your setter and a new fresh arm on the court.
Three options in the front row.
It's a great option. We have another sub for DRVC with number 10, Ariana, into serve and playback row. Big swing down the line. Number 1, the setter for DRVC, gets her arms out but can't control the heavy swing.
Yeah, I think Markham Revs have starting to look at that DRVC playbook. They're blocking Renee Shaw across, and she's really taking advantage of that line shot that's available, and she's scored on that a couple times now.
Some nice powerful swings. A big bump set out to the left side. Blocked by Markham Rev. Straight down. Number 9 was excited about that one, and she should be. They're putting up a solid block after that timeout, and they're in control right now with number 14 for Markham. Leilani serving.
Deep serve to number 9, Tessa Marks. Setter opts for the
triple
middle ball,
block.
but a triple block. My goodness.
Markham has their DRVC's ticket right now, and they're getting in their face at the net, making it really, really challenging for them to score.
With game point here, we have a timeout from DRVC. with 24-18 as the score for Markham Revolution. What a response in this second set.
Big response. They've cleaned up their passing and what they needed to, and their offense is looking a lot more efficient. After that first set, they had trouble swinging hard at the balls, but now they're going for it, and DRVC needs to respond here.
Definitely. I even was going to say their defense, too. You were mentioning about the pot shot, but a couple times the left side peeled back and was right there to dig up the shot that worked a lot for DRVC in that first set. So DRVC is going to have to adapt and find a new way to score, because I think Markham has adapted well this second set and made those adjustments to better themselves.
Absolutely responded, and you need to look to your next tool, because you need to have more than one in volleyball as we get to this level and everybody is adjusting and changing, playing a bit of a chess game.
Constantly.
Yeah. Lalani serving for Markham Rev. Deep serve and an ace to win the set and take us into at least a 4-set match here today.
Wow, what a statement to end the game. Moving on to set number 3. It looks like Markham would have the momentum moving into that set, so it'll be interesting to see what DRVC does for response.
This is really what you want to see at the 18U level when you're getting to the finals, is a back and forth, because it really shows that the teams that earned the spot are very evenly matched, right? And it's not a blowout here. Both of these teams are responding to one another's strengths and forcing the other side to make changes consistently.
Definitely. You see a lot of smart volleyball players at this level. It's such quality volleyball, and I'm really excited to see what their game plan is in this third set, because I think Markham did a great job of adapting on the fly there for that second set. So
we'll see who can gain control in this third set here and come up to have the advantage of one set over, because right now we're at a 0-0 match essentially.
Yeah, clean slate. It could be anybody's game now. It's best of 5, which means that you have to win 3 to move forward. So we'll see what happens, but it's anybody's game now. It's even. All right, welcome back to this third set. We have Division 1 Tier 2 bronze medal game, DRVC and Markham Revs. DRVC taking that first set, but Markham Revs coming back and taking the second set. So we're now moving on to the third. What do you think the DRVC head coach, Shane Christopher, told his squad there, Becky?
I think that he was probably telling them that they got to continue to be aggressive. A lot of the shots that are going wide for them right now have to drop eventually with that aggression. Maybe just get that wrist on top of the ball to bring it down a little faster. But if I were him, I'd be happy seeing what my team's doing. Maybe reducing a few of our service errors, but you pull off a little too much on that serve and you're not going to like the response from the other side.
For sure. Yeah, and I think at this level, too, it's important just to build some confidence. Keep swinging. You've got this. You have everything you need to succeed. It's just we need some more energy on our side of the court.
Absolutely.
So it'll be really fun to see what they're able to do here. So starting off with the serve, we have DRVC number 1.
Beautiful short serve.
Left side ball dug by number 1 on DRVC. Free ball over. Setter opting to go to the left side. Blocked by Kiara Rainford solo. Revs going again for the left side, blocked again by number 15, Kiara Rainford. Wow.
That tight set there right into Kiara's hands, and she did a great job of penetrating over and making a wall that was pretty difficult to swing around with that tight set there.
Yeah, her press was impressive. Right over the net. Nowhere for her to go.
DRVC Morgan serving short to 2. And that ball didn't make it past the tape there. Swing from the right side on Markham, and 1 back to serve again, Morgan Hutchinson for DRVC. Let's see if she throws a third short ball in a row.
Number 1 serving again, nice deep ball into 6.
Ball to the left side, and we're taking in Markham here, another ball into the net, and it looks like a almost completely new lineup on Markham after that first set win.
Timeout early by Markham Revolution's coach. Chatting with the athletes that are on the court.
Well, DRVC out to a strong 3-point service run for number 1, Morgan Hutchinson. Serving some really consistent, very short balls over the net to make those Markham Revolution girls come up really tight and confuse the offense a little bit.
Yeah, changing it up from that consistent deep serve we've been seeing DRVC do all day, or for the first 2 sets. So I think it's throwing Markham off their game a little bit to have to adapt to those short serves.
That's a different look, and it's a nice way to start the set for DRVC. We're going to see what Markham does here. We've got some fresh legs on the floor.
Yeah, it looks like a new setter and right side for sure. Maybe they're opting for that double sub situation. We'll see what that looks like later on. And left side also.
Looks like Captain Renee is off the court after that powerful response with her offense in the last set. Another short serve. Look at that, but it looks like Markham was ready for it that time. An attempted deep tip by the middle, number 2 on Markham Revolution. Blocked.
Dug over the net by number 1.
And a nice swing. That she loves that inside hand of the middle, taking it all the way out the other side of the court off the hands for Kiara on the right side.
Yeah, DRVC's right side and middle really have left side's number on Markham Rev's number 3. We'll see how she can adapt here moving forward.
Number 1 throwing in a deep serve to 1. And is the ref going to call a ball on the court as the ball flew into the court just as the line swing was falling? Nope, the ref is saying that there was no interference and that ball was already down, which I tend to agree. There is nobody getting under that beautiful line shot from Markham Revolution. And Markham Revolution number 2, Darina back to serve. Deep serve at number 11, Jessica Elford, and number 1 trying to save that tight set, but getting called on a lift as she tries to pull that ball back to her side.
Yeah, just a little tight from number 11 there on the pass. Trying her best to bring it back, but got called on the lift. Serving number 2 for Revs again.
Darina.
Great pass by libero on JRVC to the right side ball. Tessa Mark taking advantage of that block, swiping it off for the tool.
Watching that wrist control from the right side as a right-handed swinger back there, it's a hard shot for some people, and she made it look easy there. Tessa back to serve now for DRVC. Missing long. And Markham Revolution back in control with the serve. Number 11.
Alexandra Eng.
Deep serve to 1. And another tight pass. The setter manages to pull it back, but a free ball sent by DRVC. And a late call by the ref calling number 1, Morgan Hutchinson, as being over. Number 11, Jessica Elford, asking the ref for some clarification on that late call.
She must have been over the plane of the net when she was bringing the ball back, calling her over.
Yeah. In volleyball, you can play the ball on the plane, but as soon as that ball's over the plane, you can't reach over to interfere with what's happening.
So number 11 still serving for Markham Revs, Alexandra Ang.
Great serve to one, making the passer go down, and a free ball back to Markham. Middle run, a deep serve that was a deep swing that got picked up by Tessa, number 9, but unfortunately couldn't get out of the way for her teammate to pursue the dig.
Yeah, still great touch by number 2 there on Durham Rebels, Emily Jackson, trying her best. So we're still with number 11, Alexandra Ang, serving for Markham Rev.
Hitting
Great
the
pass
libero.
up.
And an X run. An X was run by DRVC. Ball set to the middle of the court, but having the right side come around and hit the meter ball in front. It looked like it was going long, but the right side defender on Markham touching it on the way out.
Yeah, it was a great run. The middle was stuck watching number 9 there, Isabel Penfound, so it was a great run for DRVC.
Big serve for DRVC, number 25. Layla taking it deep and getting the ace with a shanked ball there. It looks like DRVC is going back to position 1 with their serve again this set after going after the position 6 in the last set. Beautiful serve, forcing them out of system, and a roll shot down the line, dug up by setter Morgan Hutchinson for DRVC.
Sent over by number 15, Kiara Rainford. Out to the left side for Markham Revs. Tip into the pot. Out of system to the right side.
Got our back
Tip
row
over
middle
the net.
setting.
Great assist for the back row middle for
Yeah.
DRVC. Added to the stat sheet.
A smart tip, not being able to quite swing on that ball for Kiara, but a really smart tip that made Markham scramble and earned them the point.
Number 25, Layla Cachillo, back to serve. Sending that long for DRVC, bringing in the libero. And number 3, back to serve for Markham Revs, Chiara Caparota.
Beautiful serve, floating. Jessica Alford with a powerful swing, just landing close to the attack line cross court. Everything was in system there, and then she really looked like she felt comfortable on that set.
Yeah, I think some credit should be given to number 2 on DRVC, their libero. She's got excellent hands, and even though she's not the setter, and that's technically an out-of-system ball, she delivered the set right in a great spot for Jessica Alford to swing really hard cross-court there.
And a miscommunication for Markham Revs. The ball served to 1 by Kiera on DRVC, passed up in the air, but multiple people ran for it, and it kind of fell. Maybe a little lack of communication. Looking like a little bit of a mistime on the service for Kiara that brought it down into the net, but DRVC looking to respond. They're in control right now, 10-7, and they're looking like they didn't like what happened last set, and they're responding. Difficult serve, and a free ball sent back to Markham.
Middle run on Markham Revs, blocked by number 8 on DRVC.
Great move.
Pipe ball over, dug up, out to the left side for Alford. Hits that ball just out of bounds there. It looked like it was a little behind her, and she wasn't able to get on top to get that topspin into the court. So Markham Revs serve. Number 15.
Good pass control into our middle here with a tip back. The middle on the other side ready for that dig. And this swing in transition, taking by the left side, taken a little long there, but good dig by the middle, not letting that tip drop. Jessica Alford for DRVC, back to serve. Back to 1 with a hand pass from the lib over there. A tight set that they snuck past. The middle on DRVC didn't quite get out there, so they had a one-on-one block, and on a tight set like that, it's pretty tough. Got it back and down into the pot there.
Yeah, she didn't go up to block, but didn't quite peel back in time to pick up that tip. So we have number 10, Ariana Crowley, in as a defensive specialist now for DRVC.
And number 8 for Markham Revs, missing the serve into the net there.
We have middle number 8, Isabel Penfound, to serve.
It looks like both teams struggling with their serve a little bit right now. there's a fine line between serving aggressive enough and then serving just too risky, and we're really playing that line right now because both teams' offense is strong and they don't want to let up a little bit. Oh, number 25 got a tight set there from Morgan Hutchinson and snuck it through, resulting in a panic lift on the other side.
Yeah, it was a great run for the middle there on DRVC. Morgan Hutchinson going back to serve and just missed that on the sideline. Again, aiming for that position number 1 for DRVC. That seems to be a common theme that we've been seeing in this game.
That's when they seem to be most successful, making that pass come over the setter's shoulder to make the offense just a little bit more difficult to run. Markham Revs number 2, Darina serving, and a tight set. And Kiara for DRVC couldn't avoid the net there, touching it, although she was
tight.
way up, but just a little too tight. Let's see if they can fix that here and get the kill. 2, Darina serving for Markham Revs.
Served at the libero to the right side set. Tessa Marks, so smart, noticing that block was fully formed on the Markham Revs side. Nice little roll shot right over the block to score in the pot. Very smart.
Tessa Marks back to serve for DRVC.
Deep serve to 1 for the libero.
Number
going
17.
to the right side. Using the hands of that tall middle on DRVC, number 25. Just right over top to score in that shallow pot right before position 1. Serving for Markham Revs, we have number 11, Alexandra Ang.
Nice pass by Tessa Marks and a ball outside and a roll shot that didn't quite get to the tape there. They're running that fast offense, and sometimes it can be difficult when we're not in perfect tempo with our setter. I'm sure that they'll fix that small timing error.
Nice float serve picked up by number 9. Back bump set to 15 into the block. Number 15 on Markham Revs. Straight down libero, almost picked it up, but just out of her reach. Markham Revs on a little bit of a run here, which is really impressive with all the fresh bodies on the court that maybe were cooling down. Now they're warming up and they're still able to deliver that energy.
Taking the lead by 1 point here. And a ball way out there on the serve. Looks like she just got a little under it. And we have 25 middle for DRVC. Layla back to serve. That's an aggressive serve, forcing a bump set for Markham and a free ball. That was difficult for them to control. A swing by number 10 on DRVC. And that back tip, cutback by number 15 on Markham has scored a few times now.
A few times into 1. Definitely, she looks like the tallest athlete on the court right now, so she's able to get over top of that block and kind of disguise where she's placing it, and it's working well for her.
Markham, number 3, serving. Middle ball for DRVC, cut back to 1, and a great dig by Markham. A free ball sent back to DRVC. Ball to the left side, and 10 taking it down the line, forcing an out-of-system ball on the other side.
Tickling the tape, setter takes the first ball. Libero, nice set to the left side. Hitting it into 6. Left side roll shot. Setter takes it.
Got a bunch of roll shots right now. A tip over by 15 on DRVC. And a pipe ball run.
Setter takes it again. Libero, nice hands to the right side.
There we go. What
Number
a nice
15.
rally.
Quality rally. Athletes are really trying different shots to see what's open on the court, ending with a kill.
Libero number
15.
2, so confident, coming in close to that attack line, sometimes jump setting with her hands.
One foot.
In volleyball, the libero can't use their hands to set in front of the attack line and then have an athlete jump to swing in the front row, but using her athleticism to her advantage to get that perfect set out there. Serve by 15 on DRVC. Swing by 15, the middle on Markham. Alexandra goes just long as she aims for that corner.
Looks like she jammed herself a little bit too tight. Ball was just behind her, sending it just out of bounds there. Number 15, Kiara Rainford to serve for DRVC. Nice deep float, position 6. Ball set outside.
Front row left side, ready for that great dig, but couldn't quite transition to get that kill. Ball into the tape, and Markham Revs get the serve. Looks like 15 on Markham is back. Alexandra, the middle that's been producing in the front row for them, now back on the service line.
Bump set outside off the net.
Good deep swing on that out-of-system ball.
Markham Revs number 27 on the left side. Priscilla Wong. Nice shot using the hands, the outside hand of that middle blocker to have her shot land just inside 4 in front of the left side on DRVC.
Great pass. Ball to the middle. Man, number 8 on DRVC, Isabel Penfound. What a response with that strong cutback.
Explosive hit. She gets up so high and reaches so high.
Great set by number 1, Morgan, to get her in that position too.
Serving DRVC number 10, Ariana Crowley.
A floating ball high to the middle, set to the middle on Markham, and the ball goes wide over top of 15's hands. No touch there, and 10 continuing to serve for DRVC.
DRVC finding a little more energy out there. Some momentum here with these serves.
Bringing a little more aggression on that second serve on the end line. And a hard swing down the line by Priscilla Wong of Markham Revolution.
Number 27, Priscilla Wong. Having some great different shots in her toolbox. We had that cross, and she just hit a hard ball down the line there for Markham Revs for the side out. That's got to feel good.
Ball outside to Tessa Marks. Covered by number 2. And then a nice deep roll shot, almost beach-like roll shot that results in a kill as Markham plays the ball off of the sport court. Number 2 on DRVC, Emily Jackson, just really relentless and not letting that ball hit the ground even when we all thought it might have been down.
Laying it all out there.
Number 8, Isabel with the serve for DRVC. A big block by 8, but unfortunately, Markham plays the ball twice when trying to cover that ball.
Yeah, great block formation by number 9, Tessa Mark, reading that the setter was coming in from that angle to hit that line shot, and she's able to take it away fully. Big block for DRVC.
And Markham calls a timeout as they go back by 2 here. It's really been a battle for control this set, as both teams have been on top throughout this match.
Yeah, the momentum is shifting very quickly in this game, back and forth, and I think a lot of it is based on the service runs. Both teams are having some errors on the service line, but then when they are connecting and delivering, they're getting a lot of results in terms of seeing a lot of out of system on the other side of the net. So it's really interesting to see that back and forth shift this set.
Yeah, that balance of serving aggressive enough so that you have some control, but still, enough control to not be erring too often.
Right.
Is really a battle for every athlete to find that happy medium. And it looks like right now DRVC has settled into the serve, their game serve that they need, and we'll see if they can continue it to end this set or if Markham is going to respond here out of the timeout.
So we have number 8 on DRVC, Isabel Penfound, back to serve.
A beautiful short serve right out of the timeout, but the libero was ready on Markham, number 7. Wow, what a run. Morgan Hutchinson sending the 31 shoot ball to the middle as she moved back. 25, Layla with a big kill that could have been over the block.
I don't know how she found space with the triple block that Markham put up, but man, did she ever, and she delivered a thunderous kill for DRVC.
Another short serve by DRVC, number 8. And number 25, Layla, out here wanting to get some of those points of her own after the assists in the back row with a big block against the left side.
Yeah, the stat line would be crazy for her today with the blocks, the kills, the assists from the back row. She's really making an impact in this set. Penfound still with the serve for DRVC.
Making sure that Sar's going over, and Markham in trouble, sending a free ball to the middle. Tessa with a swing cross court, putting Markham in trouble again. And a deep tip that number 10 picks up from 6.
Running an out of system C ball there. Kiara was moving out of the way, number 15 on DRVC for the dig from number 10, and was able to still find that nice cross court shot to score for DRVC.
She got some good topspin to bring that down after an unexpected set, but kill nonetheless. Number 8 with a serve.
This is
still
set
going
point
high
for DRVC.
And number 25, Layla, wanted that point for herself, putting her hands way over the net. There was nowhere for the middle on Markham to go with a big block for 25.
Set over. Those last few points were all number 25, Layla. Great job for DRVC there to bounce back after that set number 2 loss. And now as we move on to set number 4, it'll be really interesting to see if the pendulum now swings back to Markham Revs as they're able to adapt to that adversity and losing some sets as well. So it'll be really curious to see what happens.
A little more pressure on Markham now as DRVC is just one set away from winning this match. It's going to be a response. We'll see what Markham does, whether he returns some of those players from the second set back to the floor, or if he sticks with these players that also did an excellent job of controlling DRVC's offense.
Yeah, the final score was 25-19, it looks like. So they were right in that match. And for sitting for those first 2 sets, that squad did an excellent job in showing up and putting in some quality volleyball for the Revs team.
Absolutely. We'll see what DRVC does here. DRVC also had a few lineup changes in the second set. Players playing well, but sometimes things are just in the groove for a certain set of players, and kind of riding that wave could be beneficial for both of those teams for this 4th set.
Definitely, it'll be a lot of fun. While we're waiting here for this 4th set to start, we'll thank some of our partners: Canuck Stuff, Mikasa, Mizuno, Huddle, HTG Sports, on Government of Ontario, Six Pack Recruiting, Timu.ca, and also Rim Park and the Waterloo region.
Otherwise, I'm using 12 stuff.
Set number 4. We have DRVC up 2 sets to Markham Revolution's 1 set. As we're starting set number 4 here, we're seeing Markham Revs captain Renee Shaw back to serve, number 19. It looks like we see the roster that was playing the first 2 sets, or most of.
Oh. A running set for number 1. Looks like she felt like it was a little too tight, trying to get that one hand on the ball, but it didn't quite pan out. Got to keep that ball off the net here for her.
Nice pass by the libero. Nice option to that left side.
Nice cut by the left side on Markham, but number 25 really lighting it up right now. Layla swinging a hard ball on a 31 set by Morgan Hutchinson to get the point in transition.
Yeah, great option for DRVC. Nice quick tempo to the setter, and Markham Revs were still on their heels from the last play. Weren't able to pick it up.
DRVC really liking the short serve right now, making the passers move up. But number 9 back on the court for Markham, Sophia, with a nice cross-court kill right between the two defenders.
Yeah, that was a great shot by number 9 there, finding the court.
And Olivia Lynn back to serve for Markham. Into the net for Markham Revolution on the service, and Tessa Marks back on the service line for DRVC. Deep swing at serve at Shaw there, and an out-of-system set. Dug by number 2.
Swing.
Wow.
Jessica Elford off the block, back on the Markham Revs side. Setter opts for the right side ball, delivers it down the line.
And the ball called out of bounds on the left side swing, saying that it was hit on the antenna. The ref calling in the lines judge to confirm what happened. The ref keeping his call, as we do have down refs for these big matches here today, and they get to make some calls too. Seeing that ball being right in front of them, Tessa Marks back to serve. Deep ball to 1. That is passed and hits the net, but hits the antenna, which in volleyball is out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Great serve. Tessa Marks, she seems like a serving specialist. Those deep serves are targeted, and Markham Revs don't have an answer for them right now.
Back to number 1 again, and out to the left side. Sneaking it through the block, number 13 for Markham Revs, Amara Fallows.
Yeah, great read by Fallows there, noticing that there is the seam in the block. She's able to find that ball right into 6 and score for Markham Revs side out. Number 9, Charnay, with the deep float serve. Maybe going out, but number 2, Libero on DRVC takes it with her hands and just goes out of bounds with that. So she gets the ace and is back to serve for her team. I'm sure she'll take a little bit off that this time around.
Out of system set from our left side all the way to number 15. She can't quite get on it and swings into the tape. Markham Revs back to serve again.
Revs with the lead here, 5-4. Charnay to serve. Nice flat serve to the left side, who gets the ball returned to her for a swing, and nice option and shot by Jessica Elford on DRVC. She's coming in on that hard angle from her approach and able to deliver right in 5 there, nice and short.
Absolutely, that was a heavy ball. Number 25 serving for DRVC. Ball to the left side and a swing. And kill again for number 13 on Markham, Amara Fallows.
Yeah, it looked like Rainford there didn't quite get the press that she was hoping for over the net, and the ball just dropped right in between her and the tape.
Mara back to serve now for Markham. And DRVC pass couldn't quite control that flat serve coming at them. An ace from the pass there. And Amara, or sorry, not Amara. Yeah, Amara back to serve again. Back to the same player. Tight set, tipped and recycled. Now pushing it all the way across the court for a nice deep swing from 15, Kiara on DRVC. And then blocked back by number 8, DRVC with the block there. Isabel Penfound really closing that block well. Our the middles on DRVC working really, really hard as they run back and forth across that net.
Yeah, I'm noticing they're very quick, so closing the block is never a huge issue for them for sure.
Not a lot of holes. A roll shot to the pot picked up by number 15 and sent outside. A big swing by Jessica Elford, and then a response by Amara from the pipe, and a big block again for Isabel from DRVC, number 8, right in front of that ball. Number 8's making a lot of good moves at the net too. She's not just stagnant in one place. She's jumping and reading the shoulder of the swing.
15, Kiara sends that deep On the Markham Rev side. Left side, nice option to tip over the block. That's number 19, Renee Shaw. As we mentioned, DRVC is able to close those blocks, so she optioned to tip over top, not seeing any room for a full swing there. Very smart. Number 15 with the serve for the Revs to a middle run on DRVC. They get a free ball again. Setter opts to run the middle for the second time, and that time she's able to find the court and score using those hands off the block. They're putting up a double block or a triple for the DRVC middles most of this game, and they're doing a great job still finding the court and score in those situations.
Number 8 showing that she can go both ways too, to 1 and 5. Jessica
Versatile.
Elford back to serve for DRVC. Nice solid deep serve to 1, making the setter run and bump set, and a free ball returned. What a free ball. That was squeaked right over, but just out of position 4 there. That was a smart
nice
shot.
if that was in.
Jessica Elford serving again for DRVC. DRVC in control right now by 1.98. Nice deep
ball.
serve. Wow. Pipe ball to Amara. Couldn't quite get that one over the tape there. She's been producing really well for them, so we'll see if they go back at her again and give her another shot here from the pipe. But a timeout called by Markham Rev right now. We'll see how they respond. You know, Jessica Elford is putting over a pretty heavy ball right now that would be hard to control on the pass. And, you know, right now they've got Amara in the back row who's come out swinging, and they've got their captain, Renee, in the front row who they could send the ball to, who really produced well in set 2.
Definitely, and someone else that I think they should take advantage of that worked really well in that second set was number 9, Sophia Charnay. She scored a lot. It was very efficient on her kills in the second set, so I'm assuming that we'll see a lot more of her in this fourth set to come.
We haven't really seen the ball go to her this set yet, and if you take what she did in the second set as any indication, she's ready and she's wanting that ball.
Front court or back court, she can deliver a kill, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see more from her later in this set.
Absolutely. Both teams back on the court. We have a front row setter for Markham too, and she does like to dump when given the opportunity, so we'll see what happens after Jessica Elford serves. Big serve to one that floated into the seam. That's a hard ball to catch up to, and an ace for Elford there right out of a timeout.
Did that ball ever drop? My goodness. So difficult to pass.
Elford getting ready again, looking for another ace here. And into the tape. Just brought it down a little too fast on that one. But what a great serving run for Elford there. Number 14 for Markham, their setter, Lilani, back to serve. And 3 hitters in the front row, including captain and number 9, who've been producing well. Great pass. And a ball outside for DRVC, and a nice high swing by Tessa Marks. A good dig and an out-of-system roll shot that lands just out. It looked like number 11, Elford, would put her hands up, but decided at the last second that nope, that ball's out there.
Yeah, late call there by Libero for out, but she trusted her teammate, and it worked out for them.
A serve that results in a pass going off the antenna there for number 8 on DRVC, Isabel Penfound. And another quick timeout here by Markham Revs. They've had these their last two timeouts happened in a span of about 5 points here. In volleyball, you only have 2 timeouts, so he wants to try to take care of this run that DRVC is starting really fast so that his team maybe has a chance to respond early right now.
Yeah, definitely, and I think also noting that this is the 4th set. DRVC has 2 set wins already, so he doesn't want to let them get too far, because if they do take this next set, they would win the bronze. So slowing it down now, trying to ice these servers is very important for Revs, and I think very strategic also.
Back on the floor, Markham has lots of good choices with 3 attackers in the front row right now. And we have DRVC middle, number 8, Isabel Penfound, serving. Missing wide as she goes at position 1, which seems to be DRVC's game plan here on their serve. And a sub for number 11, Jessica Elford, out, and number 10, Ariana Crowley, into the game. This sub has been really positive for DRVC in the last few sets. A nice strong serve that clips the tape by Renee on Markham Revs to drop just in front of the passer, out of reach.
Shaw back to serve again, number 19 for Markham Revs. Great pass by number 10 to the outside ball for Mark to 6. Picked up by Shaw to the left side. Great option high off of the middle's hands to score on the DRVC side for the Revs.
Amara back in front row, and she's had a lot of success from left side here, and they must be feeling pretty comfortable having that point producer back in the front row for them. Great pass out to Marks, swinging down the line, but number 9 on Revs reaches outside to block it back. Swing from Revs, that's a tip, and a pancake. A pancake by number 15 that goes high enough to go back over the net and just out of bounds.
That's impressive. I haven't seen one that high in a long time. Getting some momentum under there. So Shaw still serving for Revs here on an impressive service run to bring them back into the game.
Setter running for DRVC in a off the net set that Marks tries to take a swing at and goes wide.
Yeah, off balance hit there a little bit.
That timeout worked for Markham Revs as they now take the lead by 1 point, and DRVC now the ones taking the timeout.
Yeah, Markham Revs calling a timeout at a great time, it would seem. They were able to get the side out right away. Coach's point on the serve miss, and Renee Shaw doing a great job bringing your team back into it with difficult serves. DRVC doesn't have an answer right now to her.
It's nice when teams have so many different athletes that they can turn to at various times in the game. It really, really makes it tough on the middle blockers and defense to respond, not knowing who could be hot at any given time.
It's a lot to think about, at the net as a blocker, and I think that just goes to show the quality of volleyball also in Ontario at this level. It's deep. All these rosters have a lot of athletes that can go in at any time and make an impact. So we'll see what happens here.
DRVC with Layla, number 25, in the front row, and we have got the pipe in the back row with number 15, two of their biggest producers for DRVC, and see who they get it to. But an ace for Shaw instead.
Nice serve.
Great serve. They're going to have to control that if they want to respond here. Shaw serving again on a bit of a run here. Pass by Tessa Marks, and the ball to the middle. And hands on the ball by Amara, the left side with the help. And a beautiful shot by Marks that's sent free over in a panic that is just out. Ball back to DRVC on the serve. And Marks is going back to serve. Some confusion, but it looks like Morgan Hutchinson is on the service line for DRVC now.
Setter in the back row for DRVC, just popping a short serve over to the libero. Middle run.
Good hands on the defense there, and a nice little shot down the line by Marks.
Looking for that pipe ball, tip over the net. DRVC opting for the right side with Kiara Rainford using those hands again to score for DRVC right in front of the libero.
Morgan Hutchinson still on the service line with this set all tied up at 15. A deep serve after serving many short balls, and a swing with no block but dug up by the libero and put straight up a free ball back to Markham here. And number 9 off the hands, but Tessa able to pass it up after it hit her own block. Big kill by 15 on DRVC. Kiara Rainford in response. What a great pickup by Tessa.
A great pickup, a great option for the libero to set the right side, and really smart for number 15 on the right to know that she's inside. There's a fully blocked form, swing nice, high and hard to score.
Back short for Morgan, right into the middles area, trying to get out of the way. Back bump set and a swing for Tessa out the end line, getting a little under that ball on that out of system swing. Number 21 for Markham, Olivia Lynn, back on the service line, and DRVC with setter in 1 and 3 options in the front row right now. Nice pass by the libero and ball outside to Kiara. Free ball right back over. Going to the middle again, and a tip on her way down to position 1. Kill for Layla, number 25 on DRVC. Marks back to serve for DRVC. She's had a few good service runs. And we have a sub in the back row with setter Skylar coming on for Morgan Hutchinson.
Yeah, number 5 in for DRVC, and if I were her watching the game, I would go for my middles. DRVC is running really effectively in the middle, and I think that they should use that moving forward in this third set.
Got a smaller block on the left side right now for DRVC, and number 9, Sophia for Markham, really took advantage of it, swinging high off those hands for the kill.
So number 9 for Markham Revs, back to serve Charnay, which brings the setter to the front row for the Revs. Deep serve to 1, passed
Great
up nicely
pass
by Mark, running to the left side, nice and fast tempo.
Back row ball to Shaw, and a roll shot deep to the libero. Trying to force it back to 15, that was a very inside ball. 15 Kiara trying to get a swing on it still, trying to bring that aggression, but it just goes long, and number 9 still serving for Markham.
Big serve by number 9.
Ball to the left side in a roll that squeaks over and is resulting in a nice free ball back. Going to the middle in a great swing. Hands up for Sophia to get a touch on that ball, but can't control the powerful swing from the middle, cutting back Layla.
That shoot has always been working for DRVC this set. It's a great option for them, and Markham will have to adjust accordingly to stop it moving forward.
A bigger block, number 11, back in the front row for DRVC, and number 25, Layla, on the service line. Wow, that ball going straight down. Very difficult to pass. When you've got some height on the service line, those jump floats can be lethal at that angle. And Layla back to serve again. Another dropping ball for number 25, Layla, on DRVC. And the ball just can't be caught up to from that angle when she can get a high reach on that ball and just make it drop close to the attack line almost.
Yeah, opting for that position 1 serve again. It's working for them well. Let's see what she goes to here.
A beautiful line serve that just misses out the sideline. And serve on Markham for Amara over there, ready to try to come at them from the service line. Tessa Marks choosing to let that ball go, thinking it was high, but it dropped just inside, landing on that end line, and we're all tied up at 20 points. This is going to be a fast race to 5 now for both of these teams. Amara Fallows on the end line serving. Beautiful pass here. Number 8 with a swing, but dug. Back row to Sophia. Dug up. A nice cut by Jessica Elford. What a great angle on that heavy swing there.
That set was tight, and she was able to come around, thumbs down the ball to get that angle into 4-5 seam.
Absolutely. A nice flexible shoulder there. And our setter, Morgan Hutchinson, back into the front row with a little more height. Great defense by Skylar when she was in there. A missed serve to give Markham back control on the service line here.
Number 15 serving for Revs, Alexandra Dimitru.
Out of system ball, C ball to number 15, Kiara, and a deep swing dug up by number 9 on the other side. Responded with another back row ball tipped short, and a free ball sent back to Markham.
Setter going to the left side.
Beautiful.
Nice shot by number 19, Captain Renee Shaw on Markham Revs over the block. Roll shot almost into that deep position 5 will score every time.
Putting them up by 1 with number 15, Alexandra, on the end line for Markham here. They're in a good position. serving down the line at number 11, Jessica Alford. Couldn't quite control the aggressive serve, and DRVC calling a timeout, maybe trying to ice that server right now, who's pretty hot right now.
Yeah, definitely. That server is serving all over the court, too, and that one was an excellent shot between the server and the sideline, but she has been taking advantage of using multiple players, so just slowing the pace down, hopefully icing the server was definitely the goal for head coach Shane Christopher there.
For DRVC, they don't need a perfect pass here. They have such strong, efficient outsides that they just need to control that ball high in the middle for the setter to move to, or the libero even, to put up one of those great out-of-system passes.
100%, and they've run that C-ball option a lot as well, too, so even though the right side is in the back row, she can hit just as effectively back there.
Absolutely.
So it'll be up to the Revs here to keep that service pressure on and work for a side-out ball if DRVC is able to return it.
Markham from the service line, back at number 11, Jessica Alford, who passes that ball and swings hard cross in response. Great kill and beautiful set by Morgan Hutchinson, getting it all the way across the court to Alford there. Now Alford back to serve for DRVC, down by 1 in our fourth set.
Yeah, 22-23, DRVC 22, Revs 23. Big serve coming up. Nice deep, heavy float.
Dumped by the setter, picked up by Marks, and then set to the middle. Big swing by number 8 on DRVC. Isabel Penn found to tie up the game.
Between the Markham blocks, the left side came in to help there, but she still finds the seam and is able to score for DRVC. Very impressive swing.
Alford on the service line. Great serve and tight pass over there, but they get the ball to the middle, dug by our setter over here on DRVC, and a deep roll shot by Tessa Marks, dug up by Markham and sent outside to captain. A hand dig and a ball back to Tessa, who has a nice deep swing on a very challenging, fast, out-of-system ball set by number 15.
She was definitely coming down from her jump when she hit that ball, but because of the angle, she touched the top of the hands of the block and then also found the court to score. A very impressive swing.
Match point for DRVC, and Markham trying to move this into a fifth set still.
Nice deep ball to 6, put up by 13. Outside ball to Shaw. Beautifully dug by number 2 on DRVC, but a little bit of miscommunication perhaps on the DRVC side. Setter sprinting to chase down that ball and doesn't quite make it in time to put up a good set.
And Markham still alive here at 24-24, in control on the service line. Big pass by Marks and ball to the middle, not quite making it there, but a tip dug up by the libero for Markham. Another tip dug up by 15, sent to Tessa Marks.
Dug by Fallows, set to the outside for Shaw.
Big
Finds
swing.
that seam right through the middle and the right side block for DRVC, right down the line to score. Revs with the advantage, 25-24.
Can they tie it up here? And nice pass going to the middle. Oh, and a tip that lands by number 8, Isabel Penfound. Way to take advantage of the set. She had a big block and no holes in front of her, but knowing that if that was set up, she had a hole right over top. 25-25, DRVC serving, Isabel Penfound. A nice short serve. Renee passes it, though. And number 9 for Markham takes a deep swing, dug by Alford. And a C ball, they love it, to number 15 on DRVC. Kiara Rainford with the kill. A nice seam swing between 1-6.
Yeah, no one was there on the Markham Revs side. Wide open shot. Nice look for Rainford.
Second match point opportunity here for DRVC. Isabel Penfound with the serve short. Ball to the middle. And a net called against DRVC on that ball. Isabel dug that ball up, but unfortunately the net was called here. And now we're all tied up again with Renee for Markham Revolution on the end line serving.
A lot of back and forth volleyball here. This is really very close.
Ball forced to go to the left side, and a very tight roll shot. Nobody to set on the left side, so a roll shot from the back row from Markham. Ball to the middle. And they can't quite get it past the net there at the with the block.
Yeah, rare error by number 25 on DRVC. It was a good look for the Rebels, but just not able to get it over the net that time.
Looking to take this to a 5th set on serve here. Set point.
Great pass. Going to the left side, off the net.
What
Great
a shot.
swing down the line. Going to the pipe again for the Revs. Roll shot.
And we're going to a 5th set here with a nice roll shot that made them move, and they couldn't quite control the spin on that ball.
What a game. What a set. If the 5th set is anything like the first 4, it's going to be very entertaining, very fast pace, and back and forth momentum shifts.
It's impossible to say who's going to come out on top here, as both teams are responding really well to each other. It's a very evenly matched group here, defensively and offensively, with multiple players on both sides contributing.
Definitely, and very smart players. They're reading each other very well on the other side of the net, and they're able to adapt quickly, which I think is a huge asset as a volleyball player. And both teams are really effective at this. All right, welcome back to the 5th and final set for Division I Tier 2 bronze medal. DRVC starts with the serve, number 1, Morgan Hutchison. Over the net, Revs opting for the right side ball. Charnay squeaks it in between the block and the net. Excited about that one.
Markham back to serve, number 21, Olivia Lynn. Deep serve to 1, that goes long. Number 9 on DRVC following it to the end line, Tessa Mark, and she's now back to serve. Nice deep 1 serve, a staple for DRVC here, and a back row ball. Roll shot, dug, and back out of system set, swung deep by Jessica Elford, looking for the touch call, but no call, and that ball is called out. Point for Markham.
Revs taking the lead here early, 2-1. We have right side Sophia Charnay, number 9, serving for the Revs.
Clips the net and drops in front of the passers for DRVC for an ace.
Fifth set only goes to 15, so it's important here that DRVC stays in the game this stage to be competitive.
Absolutely. Sophia serving again for Markham and missing into the tape there. DRVC looking to respond and take control early, as Markham is too. A battle for control as fast as possible in this short set. 25, Layla back to serve for DRVC. Nice pass by Renee Shaw and a tip by the middle that lands just into position 2, number 15, Alexandra for Markham.
Yeah, very smart spot there. She noticed that the right side was up on the block, having an opening in that position 2, and she just got it inside the line there to score.
Amara Fallow serving deep for Markham. And a heavy swing by Jessica Alford. Cross. Can't control the ball on Markham's side and serve for DRVC.
Yeah, great side out option for DRVC. Alford delivers a heavy hit consistently.
Taking number 15, Kiara, into the back row to serve. Kiara Rainford. Ball to the left side and a tip. Dug by Kiara Rainford, and another roll shot in return. Shaw running across to pick it up, and the setter dumping it, forcing it through Jessica Alford's hands for the point.
Yeah, risky move by the setter there in the front row, noticing that Alford had her block set up in time, but she was stronger in that joust and got the point for Markham.
Ball to the middle, and a nice high swing, returned by the block and dug up, and a big swing and touch. Ball goes off of the sport court, resulting in a nice kill for Jessica Alford, and a point for DRVC.
Alford back to serve here for DRVC, hoping to tie it up here as they're down 4-5 in this fifth set.
Markham Revolution with Captain Shaw in the front row, in the middle. And then they also have their dumping option with their setter, who's had some success.
Definitely.
Tight ball, swung at the overpass by number 8 on DRVC, Isabel Penfound. Back to 1 to find the floor.
So smart with that angle, too. Bringing that ball back into 1. There was no one there, and she got the point for DRVC.
Alford on the service line still. And a solid serve to 1.
Out of system now.
Resulting in a free ball.
Ball was set a little outside there.
Yep.
Markham delivers a free ball over. DRVC set to the outside.
Great dig
Great
by Sophia, number 9 on Markham. And a responding back row swing. The ball's tight to the net, and it's recycled again on DRVC. And a big swing by Tessa and net call against Markham for a point for DRVC, keeping Jessica Alford on the service line and taking DRVC 1 ahead.
What a rally there, that last one. A lot of great defensive looks for both teams, but ultimately DRVC coming out on top there with that side-out kill on the left side.
Markham down by 1 and calling the timeout. They need to find a way to stop that kill. They're doing a great job at the net with their block, and when it makes it past the block, they've got some good kills, but that results in a free ball back to DRVC. Trying to generate some offense in transition is going to put Markham in a good spot if they can manage to get a swing.
Yeah, for sure. DRVC is definitely a little bit more efficient right now on those free ball plays. So Markham really, as you're saying, needs to limit the amount that they're giving back. But DRVC is really hard to handle now on the left side. They're delivering some crucial kills, and we'll see how Markham bounces back here.
Well, interesting to see what's going to come out of this timeout. They've had success with the back row swing in Markham and the dump, and they've also got Renee Shaw on the left side here that's produced quite a few points for them. Big serve by Jessica Alford, and a tip blocked
by
back.
Morgan Hutchison, free ball over.
The slide run right behind the setter is 61. And a kill for Isabel Penfound. Finding the seam in that block again.
Tough one for Markham. They had both defenders in the right spot, but I think just that extra uncertainty off the block, they weren't expecting, so the ball dropped right in front of them. But they were there. They read it perfectly, so hopefully they can make that adjustment for the next one.
Jessica Elford still on the service line.
7-5 now for DRVC. She delivers a deep ball to one. Gone
Out
to the left
Shaw.
side.
Nice dig by Elford and a C ball run out of system that drops short in front of the defenders. Another kill by number 15 on DRVC.
Kiara Rainford making an impact even in the back row as a right side hitter.
Another service for Jessica Elford here. As Markham, nice dropping serve off the tape, but Markham manages to get it up and put the free ball back over to DRVC. Great hands on the block for Markham. Getting a good touch and a deep swing by number 9 from a C ball, Sophia, that goes just long.
Yeah, that was a good look for Markham. The middle blocker for DRVC didn't make it out there in time, so she had a nice cross-court shot available, but unfortunately just hitting that one long, and they call their second time out here with 9-5 on the score table for DRVC.
Markham has been in this position in previous sets today and managed to come back after the second time out in the second set. We'll see if they can make the adjustments they need with their last time out of the match being used right now. And DRVC trying to talk about what they need to continue doing and expect from the other side to stop that from happening.
Yeah, I'm sure we can expect Markham Revs to have some new plays that we haven't seen, just to try to side out. This is the final set, so it's win or go home now, so they need to make some adjustments and fast, and DRVC should be ready for that.
Both teams back on the floor with Jessica Elford still on the service line, having a nice service run in this third set. Beautiful serve, out of system, chasing to the left side for Markham, and swung, landing in. What a beautiful out of system controlled shot to the corner for Renee Shaw of Markham.
What a great spot.
Setter Lalani back to serve for the Markham Revolution, and number 10 into the game for DRVC in the back row.
Serve at that front row left side. They opt for the back middle run. Markham going for the pipe again. Unfortunately, not a great set option for Fallows in the back court there.
It looked like some of the defenders and coverers got a little underfoot there for Fallows.
Serving number 8, Isabel Penfound for DRVC.
Ball back to the right side. Nice dig by DRVC, and the ball to the left side. A chase and a free ball sent by DRVC. Overpassed for number 25 to get her hands on it. Layla on DRVC blocking the free ball overpass back down at Markham.
A lot of unexpected ball movement in that play, so a little bit uncertain on where it was going, which resulted in the DRVC point.
Ball to the middle, and man, the tip back to number 1 by 21 on Markham. Olivia Lynn, that's been a successful attack for Markham the entire game.
Markham serving number 19, Renee Shaw. She went on a service run in the third set, so we'll see what happens here.
A beautiful swing around the outside of the block for Tessa Mark on the left side to get the kill. A great push by Morgan Hutchinson to get it out past that block that was set up.
Yeah, her location has been really excellent these past 2 sets.
A short ball that barely makes it over, and a ball to the left side swung at by Amara Follows and blocked by number 15 on DRVC, Kiara Rainford.
That was a great set by Markham Revs, maybe a little tight, and Kiara Rainford was able to get there fully and press over the net, resulting in the big block for DRVC, up 13-7 here in the 5th.
Ball back to number 9, and off the block kill for Markham Revolution, number 9, Sophia Charnett. 21 for Markham Revolution. Olivia Lynn back on the service line. DRVC looking to respond. Ball to the left side, Kiara Rainford with a nice high reach to get that ball and have it land nicely on the end line down the line.
Yeah, that was a great look. She seemed a little surprised at that outcome, but
She did.
It was a great spot right on the line.
Tessa Marks serving for DRVC.
Game
Deep
point
one.
here, 14-8.
A powerful swing by Amara Fallows on the left side to keep Markham in the game. And a sub for DRVC with Jessica Elford going back into the front row after her offense in the first half of this match. It looks like two great subs for DRVC. Number 9, Sophia Charnett on the end line serving for Markham.
Great serve at Elford there, who transitions to hit high off the hands,
Great
dug
dig.
up to the left side.
Free ball over. Back to Kiara for the kill and the win. DRVC D1 T2 bronze medalists.
That was a great option and great look for Kiara there, using those hands again like she's done all game. It was a great option for their setter to back set to her for the win.
Great showing by both teams. Markham Revolution really playing a strong match and keeping it tight to the very end.
To the very end, quality volleyball here for the Division 1 Tier 2 bronze medal match between Markham Revs and the bronze winners, DRVC.